Hey folks, Jimmy here, aka Palette of the Dead. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another issue of Mortal Realms magazine. As per usual, if you like these videos, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel and drop a comment down below. It is great to hear from you guys. Now, with this week's issue, we are on issue 42 of course, so we're venturing further into the realm of metal and we have two paints to show for it. We have Pallid Witch Flesh and Calgar Blue, both very handy for edge highlights. And we also have a small layer brush, which for highlighting is going to come in very handy because you get that nice crisp sharp tip on your new brush, and you can never have enough paintbrushes in my honest opinion. Now into the issue itself, we are greeted by a page of course about the realm of metal, Shaman. So Shaman is a realm full of ever shifting land masses, skybound mountain ranges and wondrous treasures, both material and magical. War rages across the realm of metal as demons and mortals battle each other for control of these valuable resources. So, with Shaman being a realm of metal, it is mainly the Cadron overlords are very popular with that place. They invest and they trade in the realm's plentiful resources, they harvest them of course as well, and they fly through them skies and create these awesome sky cities and stuff like that, which is pretty cool. And of course you have a lot of other areas. So you have your people of Shaman. So the people and civilizations of Shaman are varied indeed. Some are stubborn traditionalists, while others are innovative and seek to reach greater heights of scientific knowledge and progress. And the artwork for that one is odd, to say the least. Yeah, that's some weird looking bloke in it, really. You have some Hadron skyports which are quite popular as well. So you have Barak Zon. So Barak Zon was the first skyport to be built. 14 giant arches are situated in the skyport, each marking a victory of its people. You have Barak Urbaz. So Barak Urbaz bustles with mortals from every race. This city has the largest sky fishing fleets and it lays claim to many cloud banks rich with life. And then you also have Barak Zilfin. The windswept city is known for the skill of its pilots and shipwrights. No Kahadron fleets sail further than those from this skyport. And then of course you have a main city which is Elixir. During the Age of Myth, Grungni's fair city of Elixir rang to the hammers of 1,000 gifted artisans. As the Age of Chaos dawned, the city was overrun by the forces of Etherix, the ninth disciple of Zeech. In the ruins of Elixir, Etherix constructed the Eldritch Fortress, a magical bastion designed to hold Sigmar's hammer Galmaraz. The Eldritch Fortress was ultimately destroyed during the Realmgate Wars and Galmaraz was recovered. So Galmaraz of course is the Warhammer which adorns the front cover there with that creature. So that city was kind of a fortress that kind of took place in that city. Is kind of designed to try and hold Galmaraz away from Sigmar. It didn't work because Sigmar now has it back of course as well. In this bit we've got more information for Shaiish. So it is the realms and it is about the prime inner lands, and it is part 2 of that, so it is giving you a bit more information during the ages. So Age of Myth, so the fate of Shadespire. It has a bit of information about the Shade Glass. So the invention of Shade Glass allowed the citizens of Shadespire to escape the clutches of Nagash and live on inside a network of magical mirrors. And then the Cataphragms. So the Cataphragms were powerful wizards who ruled over Shadespire, and they created the Shade Glass for which the city would become famous. The Cataphragms of course were from all the ruling houses as well in that city, and they drew good old Nagash's ire by kind of when they die, they kind of their soul gets absorbed by shade glass, and yeah, they live on through there. And that angered Nagash pretty badly, and he decided to curse the city, rip it from time and space, and yeah, make it so it is an never-ending loop, really. If you read the novel for Shadespire, which is fantastic, and I can't recommend it enough, the story is really cool because certain people die and they come back later on, because yeah, it's the way that Shadespire works. You know, that it's been ripped out of time and stuff like that. So a really, really good story about that. And then it moves in as kind of Shaiish approaches the Age of Chaos. So a new time of strife where the forces of chaos essentially decided to attack the great necromancer himself and his forces. Then you got information about the Orruk Bone Splitters. So of course these are the more savage tribe of Orruk. They're cool, they have some very crude, horrible weapons, but very, very powerful, and they have a cool look about them for Orruks as well. Always very, very nice to see these guys around, and to get a bit more stuff about them. So they have Wargog Prophets. So Wargog Prophets are the undisputed leaders of the Bone Splitters war clans. Their role is to interpret the will of Gorka Morka and lead their kin to new and prosperous hunting grounds. So they have these very tribal headdresses on and stuff like that. And then you've got Savage Orruks, which are the fodder, essentially. And the most Orruks who become Bone Splitters join mobs of their frenzied kin, known as Savage Orruks. They make up the majority of the Bone Splitters' forces. And then you can see in the bottom bit there, you can see a model of one of the Wargog prophets. And they have a wheel. They can wield the power of the Wa, like no other Orruk. And then with good old your how to paint section as well, it mentions about relayering, which is a very, very handy technique. So if you have put a wash over everything and a shade, relayer. You can relayer, add some definition to everything. Just do not go into the crevices. You get rid of the that kind of patchiness that good old shades can sometimes do, and you make it look a lot crisper, a lot nicer, and everything like that. And it also has a bit more kind of going over, just to say if you do that, this was how it looked, and it will improve your painting tenfold. And then of course highlighting as well, which is why you have Pallid Witch Flesh and Calgar Blue, because you can do some really, really nice highlighting on a lot of it as well, so you can make them look a bit more like that. So highlighting on the Stormcast works very, very, very well. Highlighting on the Glaive Rave Stalker, the way they've done it, I don't like that. I don't like having that edge highlighting around everything. Personally, I think it looks better if you only highlight certain edges. It looks far, far better. But you can make them look like that. They look pretty decent, but not too bad. They are 100% tabletop ready when you do it that way, and good to go against anybody really. So yeah, not too bad. Then you've got more of the tutorial stuff, so all about command points and how you use command points and everything like that as well. So kind of, and how you can use command points to do double rolls and stuff like that as well. So pretty handy to have. The venue battle plan is Battle at the Ark. So having encountered the Night Haunts on the Verdigris plains, the Stormcast Eternals track their foes to the Sigurd, a land rich with magical treasures. The Night Haunts have been seen near the broken storm vault, known simply as the Ark. The Ark must be secured. So giving you battle plan there, so it kind of gives you that more kind of story behind everything. If you're going to go for that battle plan, it will require your Knight of Shrouds on Ethereal Steed, Guardian of Souls with Nightmare Lantern, Cairn Wraith, Tomb Banshee, 4 Myrmorn Banshees, 5 Dreadscythe Harridans, 4 Grimghast Reapers, and 15 Chain Rasps, going up against the Lord Arcanum on Gryph Charger, your Knight Azeros, 5 Liberators, 5 Sequitors, a Celestar Ballista, and 3 Gryph-hounds as well. And you have 3 objectives out on there as well. And so yeah, pretty good. And of course you get your victory points as well and stuff like that. And you can use command points if you wanted to. With this page as well, you have cut out command point tokens if you wish to use them. Pretty handy to have. Or I know some people use dice and stuff like that to do them, or they have little counters that they can use, little like plastic ones and stuff like that. So pretty handy to have. If you don't have them or you don't want to have them, it is entirely up to you. And yeah, so next week we've got some pretty cool stuff. We have more Stormcast reinforcements. So we have good old, there are some more cool units. So you got a couple more, well, another Castigator. You have some other bits and pieces. You have another Ballista and its crew. So yeah, more Stormcast on the way. Yeah, not too bad. It's going to be a decent issue to have if you want to bump out your army, get 2 issues, and really bolster your ranks if you want big massive fights with them all. And then issue 44, we're getting Lycaron, the Executioner. So another standalone model. It's another hero for the Nighthaunt. Really cool looking model as well, I must admit. He's got that awesome axe, he's got the hourglass, got a couple of spirits kind of floating around him. Pretty cool. In that issue we were also going to learn some information about the Lumineth Realm Lords, who are the new elves from Haish. Really cool actually. Yeah, so some good stuff on the way. It's just nice to see more models. With these issues as well though, that one of course being next week. Issue 44 is Christmas week for UK, anybody in Europe who's getting the magazine as well. So Christmas week, so just before Christmas Eve, we get issue 44. So fun times. So happy days. Right, I've kept you all long enough. Thank you very much for watching, and I will catch you very soon. Bye now.